I'm so mad. I go through my wife's phone, and my wife is calling the pastor daddy. Daddy. Calling the pastor daddy. Nah, pastor, open this door. Open this door, pastor. Yeah, I got a question. No, here's my question. My question to you, why I go through my wife's phone and my wife calling you the pastor of your church, calling the pastor of your church, calling you daddy. You allow your church members to call you daddy? That's what you saying? You saying you want your flock? And I'm gonna upload the footage, and I promise you. No, what you mean? Nah, please. No, ain't no camera.
Look, that's my spiritual daughter.
Ain't no spiritual daughter, nothing. Ain't no, you is not gonna, you got my wife calling you daddy? You calling you got my wife calling you daddy? No, I'm not. What you mean, wait, it ain't no wait. You ain't got no wait. Ain't no wait. Ain't no wait. You don't got my wife calling you daddy. I don't care if you call no police, you can call the police. I don't care what you're saying. You got my wife calling you daddy? I tell you, there ain't no spiritual daughter. Ain't no spiritual daughter. I promise you, I'm putting this church on blast. What's the name of this church? What's the name of this church? No, what's the name of it? Yeah, whatever.
Somebody have to say it. Somebody have to stand up for this madness, for this stupidity. Like your spiritual daughter or your spiritual son, they will have to turn and call you daddy, call you papa. You know, like you see a lot of churches now, the pastors, the mother of the church or whatever, allow this to keep going on. And a lot of pastors are enjoying it. They're not saying anything. This is so sad. And I love the bold step. Like, are you serious? Is this really happening? Are you really condoning this? I will put you on a blast. Let a lot of people see what I'm going through in my house.
Yeah. It's inappropriate. I don't care what nobody says. It's inappropriate. And I do believe that he's not messing with the wife. But it's just inappropriate.
Yeah.
Like, I'm calling, like, a grown man calling the first lady mama and the pastor's daddy. It's just ridiculous. And
It is.
I know a lot of people will be saying, like, oh, that's our culture. We're used to saying
Culture.
this. Let me tell you something. I don't care what culture it is. It's inappropriate. It's inappropriate. And this looked like an African pastor, and this man looked African American.
Yeah.
And us African Americans, we don't get it. We don't get it. We will never get it.
Sense.
I don't like it. You got one daddy. And if you want to say two daddies, the first daddy is God, and the second daddy is the one who birthed you. That's the only person that you should be calling daddy. It is ridiculous, and it cringes. I feel like when I hear people do that, it cringe. It feels cringy and icky to me.
And that's why a lot of pastors like this, sleep around with all these girls, all these women, because it's inappropriate.
It is.
Like there's a certain point that it can lead to anything.
Yeah.
Oh, before you know it, they start going into something else.
Yeah.
That's why a lot of these pastors don't care anymore, because these ladies will respect them so much and go home and dishonor their husband because they already have somebody that they're calling daddy, papa,
It's ridiculous.
Mimi, whatever it is. It's so sad. And a lot of churches are allowing this madness to keep going on.
Right. Even Lobi's, what is it? Yeah, it's Passion Java's wife. I was hearing them say, mama.
Yeah.
Mama. It's ridiculous.
And if you don't call that mama, you're in trouble. Like, for you to respect these pastors, you have to say that.
I cannot call somebody mama and daddy.
And even Lovi will be calling person like Java Papa. Like all this.
I know, it's so weird. I just like, how do we allow that to come out of his mouth?
To me, it's so gay.
It is.
For a man to keep calling his pastor Papa, Daddy.
I'm sorry.
Man, that's what it is to me. Like, it don't make sense
Especially,
to me.
you know what's so bad about it? It's like they're around the same age limit. I can understand. No, I don't even want to understand it when he's like 80 years old, right?
Yeah.
And that's your path. But it's still like, it's a little bit more better than them two at this certain age.
Do you know there's a lot of women and ladies that are calling little kids that are pastors daddy?
Are you serious?
Yes. Daddy.
Oh.
They kneel down, daddy. Prophesy, papa. Kids. I'm talking about like 8 years old prophets. 15, 20, see adults, grown adults that have sense, kneeling and saying, daddy.
I know.
Papa.
I know people want to be respected, but it's a way you can do it.
Eh.
You don't have to do this mama papa. Do something else. Pastor, minister, evangelist. Those are the titles that you can use if you want to use some titles.
If you don't want to use the title, call them their real name.
Yeah.
It don't take anything away from them.
It's
Pastor
nothing-
or prophet or all
Exactly.
this
You can
doesn't
still-
add nothing.
You can still respect somebody and call them by their first name. You know, and I'm talking about like when you're on the same level of ages. Like I understand that the youth here in America, we like this, you know, you got to say yes, ma'am, no, sir.
Yeah.
You know, in some states, like Texas is very southern,
Yeah.
and we do that. Yes, ma'am, yes, sir. You know, or Mr. Henry, Mrs. Monique, you know, Mrs. Lily. Hey, Lily. Mrs. Chanel.
Yeah.
You know, that's respectful. But like, I mean, this whole mama and papa stuff, it's gotta stop. I'm glad that he brought up. I know a lot of people was like, well, he's taking it too far, you know, he thinking, you know, it just he ain't used to that. He ain't used to that. So he's
Nobody
thinking
should.
negative. Like at this point in our life, we really can't trust a lot of these pastors.
Nobody should be used to this.
Nobody should be used to it. And a lot of pastors are really, really getting exposed for a lot. Like he's hearing and you don't know how the wife acting. She's probably very obsessed with the pastor.
I'm like, babe,
You know what I'm
if any wife calls the pastor daddy, man, all you hear in that house is always going to be the pastor. You think all the people that are going to Lovi's church, their husband is not tired of it?
I know.
Only if their pastor, their husband is a member. If not, he's insane.
Be careful if you are a married couple or if you are single and you're looking to get married. You got to pay attention to how you're treating your pastor and the pastor wife. Do not worship them. Do not kiss their feet. They're not God. You can respect them, okay? But like, don't go to the next level to the point that you got pictures or of them around your house. You talk about them 24 hours. Your phone got their picture. As soon as you open it, you talking about him all the time. Like, talk about your husband. Talk about your future. Like, stop taking this stuff to the next level.
Yeah, a lot of them are replacing their pastors with God.
Yes, they are.
One was even saying that she called on Christ, called on Jesus. You know, it wasn't working. Now she have to switch it to Lovi's name, and all of a sudden the miracle happened.
I don't see what people see in Lovey.
And Lovey was entertaining it. The reason why mostly we call Lovey is just to show you that, you know, these things are happening. In case if you go to another place, another city, another country, you see the same thing or hear the same thing that we exposing, just know that they all are the same. When we exposing a mega preacher, just look around you. When you see the same thing on the different pastors, just know that they're all the same. And that's why you hear it all the time.
Lovey and Passion Java, all of them, even the wife, I don't know what's her name, Lily. Java, they all started, they wasn't the one who started this mama papa stuff, but we have to bring them up because their members do that.
Yeah, a lot of Africans started this madness.
Yeah.
Madness.
I love y'all, but y'all did. Y'all keep that over there.
And this didn't even, I think this started maybe 10, 15 years ago. Because growing up, I didn't hear all this madness.
Okay.
No, I didn't hear it.
Yeah.
You hear pastor, prophet. But now you can't even hear prophet or pastor.
Let's keep it. This is not our first time making a video about this. Because last time we made a video about this, people in our comment section was like, that's our culture. We don't mean nothing by it. It's just expressive love. I don't really care. It's inappropriate. It's inappropriate. It needs to stop.
It needs to stop.
Let's read some comments, y'all. Should be talking to the wife. Absolutely, he should. He should be.
Do you know how long he might be talking to the wife?
But no, I'm saying he need to talk to both. He probably already talking to his wife.
The wife will be.
Now he's been.
The wife will be seeing him as you against God.
Yeah,
babe, this is like a witchcraft. When you get attached to it, you drive your husband crazy, or the husband will drive the wife crazy.
It's gotten out of control for him to be going up to the church doing this. Yeah. Okay, somebody said confront your wife. Bro, you checking the wrong person.
They're freaking.
Oh, Lord Jesus. Only one reason she calling him daddy. Woo!
Tell me
You
about
can
it.
tell the difference between African comments and African American comments. Like we
Yes.
just don't get it. We will never get it.
It don't make sense.
Yeah. The pastor played a part and should be held accountable, as well as his wife. Now, this is the best comment ever, because that's
Yes.
what I was just saying.
Yeah.
Now you should talk to your wife with the mad emoji. Now, a preacher should be held accountable in this matter because he stand before God to seek counsel to people. Nope, not appropriate and not acceptable.
Will never be acceptable too.
I think you need to address her. Y'all so slow. I'm sorry. Because obviously he did already.
The
must not be
it's not working.
So he's coming to the.
No, I have to do something.
Yeah, he doesn't have her calling him anything. She is calling him daddy because she wants to. But
no, this person don't get it.
Don't get it.
A lot of people don't get it.
Yeah,
and they will never get it.
No.
Because do you know that these pastors command you, controls you, lead you into calling them that?
Yes, that's the truth.
It's a must.
That's the truth.
It don't come as if you. It comes as if you disrespecting them. Do you know who I am? Do you know the anointing that I carry?
Yeah.
How do you call me by my name? So people, this person don't get it, and they will never get it
because he's allowing it.
Yeah.
He will correct it. Like somebody was calling my husband something, and my husband's like, "Nah, call me this."
Somebody called me uncle. I don't know you. Call me by my name. Either you call me Puma or you call me Chinedu. Keep it that way.
That's so crazy. So sometimes, like that's another thing. The African Americans or Africans are totally when we are called auntie. That's our niece and nephew calling us auntie.
Yeah.
Okay. And so in Africa, they call an older woman auntie. Don't care if they family or not. But we take that word serious in America, auntie. Now, that part, I'm going to leave that alone because that is culture. Yeah. I'm not going to fight against it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But that's just the difference between Africans and African Americans. We take that word auntie serious. Like, we just don't. So be very careful, calling an African American woman auntie because we don't get it. We'll probably look at you strange, be like, oh, okay. Now, when someone is used to the culture, we're like, okay, we get why they calling us auntie. But it's like weird to me, like especially you calling your older cousin an auntie too. Well, I don't get that either. I'm like, that's your cousin, that's not your auntie. But that's crazy. But it's funny, we all are trying to understand each other, and but this whole daddy and mama situation in church, we will never get it, and it needs to end.
It needs to end.
Yes. Thank you so much for watching.
We love you guys.
Bye.
Bye, y'all.